unusual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Set, 180. Alert, 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 alert.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. But he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 16, Mayfield, flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. For McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
Protein spill.
51 to Mike, boys. 51.
They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try again with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And shoves him off at the 20. And he's got room. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 89 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson got an open man. It's QT. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Texans.
On first down, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Who's set? 19. 58. Come on. I smell fear here.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's bring it.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 57 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Chubb pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Uchenna Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for 3rd. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sip through.
From the 41, Mayfield. Ball going deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line. Open man is QT, complete. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Browns 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
Hey, alert 33. 61, matchbox lights.
They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Chubb. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
20. Watching you guys. Alert, alert. Alert, alert! Pistol, pistol, pistol. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
55, Mark, 55. You better be
now it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 35-yard line.
Reset. 19. All right, T, let's go. 54. 51.
From the 35 on second down, Watson with a catch made by Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Check 13. Alert.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From midfield now on second down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Watson, wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive summit.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 29 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert! Hey, Delta. We own them. We own them.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side on the swing pass. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mayfield now, flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 49, Browns 39.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Watson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. 3rd down here. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
It's caught inside the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now Watson. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
218, chop.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And it's 3rd down.
Their season.